Welcome to our tutorial on creating breathtaking landscapes in Planet Coaster. Today we'll explore the essential elements of nature: foliage, rocks, creeks, and waterfalls. Planet Coaster has many pieces and foliage to offer, but how do you use them, and can you use them in different ways that is attended to? This tutorial will show you and guide you through how to do good nature in Planet Coaster. By incorporating these elements into your park designs, you can enhance the beauty, realism, and overall guest experience of your parks. For inspiration on creating realistic foliage and nature environments in your theme park, I recommend using Google Maps once again to explore various theme parks. Take note of how they have incorporated foliage and natural elements throughout their landscapes. Pay attention to whether foliage is strategically placed along pathways, densely packed into specific areas, or integrated on larger scale throughout the park. Analyzing these real-world examples can provide valuable insights into effective techniques for creating immersive and visually appealing nature environments in your own park designs. In today's theme park landscape, the line between fantasy and realism is becoming increasingly blurred, particularly when it comes to foliage design. Let's take, for example, Efteling in the Netherlands and Disney's Animal Kingdom in Florida. They have mastered the art of creating fantastical nature environments that still maintain a sense of realism. The terrain editing feature in Planet Coaster is for you to sculpt breathtaking landscapes with elevations. You can create hills, valleys, cliffs to add depth and dimension to your park. Experiment with different brush sizes and strengths to achieve precise elevation changes. Crafting lifelike rock formations enriches your landscapes with texture and captivating visuals. Harness the power of the terrain editing tool to sculpt and mold rocks according to your creative vision. Foliage in Planet Coaster offers endless possibilities. It's not just about placing it. You can layer, bury, even invert it. Now, one of the tips I'll share with you today is how to create fake grass and clustered foliage. To create realistic looking grass in Planet Coaster, utilize the versatile scaevola bush. Place it directly on the ground, ensuring some are partially sunk and others inverted for added texture and depth. Rotate each foliage piece as you go to emulate the natural chaos of nature. Once you've established the base with scaevola bushes, enhance the illusion of grass by interspersing other foliage pieces like lupin flowers, colored green to mimic blades of grass, and strategically placing rose bushes and tulips for added variety. To streamline the process and achieve a cohesive look, construct the grassy area as a single building. This allows for easy duplication and movement, eliminating the need to individually place each piece. With this approach, you can efficiently clutter and layer foliage to craft a lush and vibrant nature environment. When crafting rock formations in Planet Coaster, opt for a clustered approach rather than individually placing rocks around your water features. Clustered rocks create larger, more sustainable structures, enhancing efficiency and speed in your design process. Rotate the rocks as you place them to avoid repetitive textures and achieve a more natural appearances. To further enhance the realism, embellish your rock clusters with additional foliage, such as bushes, trees, or logs. This additional greenery adds depth and authenticity to your landscape, mimicking the varied textures found in nature. Keep in mind the practicality of your design if aiming for realism. Ensure accessibility for employees to maintain and water the plants. However, for a wilder, more natural aesthetic, embrace a hands-off approach and let nature take its course. Let me share a few additional tips to elevate your water landscapes in Planet Coaster. You can enhance realism and detail by incorporating lily pads and vines on top of the water surface. Lily pads are perfect for creating serene pond settings, while vines add a swampy ambience. Experiment with placement to achieve your desired look. I also used the tropical beach bush. You can flip the beach bush upside down to reveal its roots and vines, adding a lush, wet feel to your water environment. The simple tweak adds depth and texture to your design, enhancing its overall aesthetic. The bamboo stand is also a very versatile piece. You can rotate the bamboo stand pieces to utilize bamboo sticks as water stems, adding an extra layer of detail to your water features. This technique adds visual interest and authenticity to your landscape, particularly in tropical or Asian theme parks. As mentioned earlier, utilize the oak tree by burying it partially into the ground, leaving only the top visible. This technique adds texture and variety to your scenery, enhancing the natural look of your park. Remember, the possibilities are endless in Planet Coaster. You can experiment with different combinations of foliage and terrain to create unique and immersive environments that captivate your guests. Let me guide you through creating a stunning waterfall in Planet Coaster. You begin by shaping two hills with a hollow center to hold the water. You place the waterfall pouring piece at the edge of the hill, simulating water cascading from above. Don't forget to add splash pieces at the base for a realistic touch, mimicking the impact of water hitting the surface below. Sometimes aligning the water with the terrain can be a little bit tricky. In such cases, you can use water spouts to connect the water to the waterfall, ensuring a seamless flow. Enhance the natural look of your waterfall by incorporating foliage, bushes, flowers, or even tree stumps, as you can see here on the video. For a more elaborate waterfall, consider creating a double waterfall that blends seamlessly into another. You literally just repeat the same process for each tier, resulting in a breathtaking water feature for your park. And this can also be made in a realistic park if you just go in and follow the basic touches and maybe even go in and research on Google Maps to see how waterfalls works in realistic theme parks. So basically after that, when you've made your two layers of your waterfall, you can afterwards then start to decorate the water, as you can see. I also do a little bit with the terrain brush where I do a little bit of stone texture, and afterwards I'm placing down all the pieces that I'm telling you guys what are good to place around. At the back here, I'm placing oak trees up and above, and I bury them, and I kind of like enclose this whole waterfall section so it doesn't look like there is something behind it. So this is literally just what the eye shows you and tell you. And it's just very, very important to do that because it really makes the whole thing way more intricate and more nice. So yeah, this is a very good tip that I would like to share with you all. And remember, the oak and sycamore trees are really good at blending in this way of protecting and covering up a few spots that you don't want your guests to see. Let me share a little extra trick that I have found very, very nice to know in Planet Coaster. Utilizing the river rapids ride in Planet Coaster offers a seamless solution for creating flowing water effects. By removing the ride station, you gain control over shaping the creek or river to your desired form, providing an efficient method to incorporate water-like features into your park or natural landscapes. Once you've adjusted the ride to your satisfaction, focus on decorating the sides to conceal the base of the ride. I recommend burying it into the ground and covering the sides with rocks or terrain for a more realistic appearance. You can enhance the creek's authenticity by adding foliage, such as bushes or trees along the banks. To achieve a splash and creek-like feel, strategically place rocks within the water flow and incorporate water spouts for realistic splash effects. With these steps, you'll have a fully functioning river or creek, complete with flowing water, adding depth and atmosphere to your park or nature scene. These are my most valuable tips that I know and I have been used myself for a very, very long time in Planet Coaster. I have about 7,000 hours in this game, and literally every time I go into this game, I sometimes come up with new things. So nothing is never enough in this game. If you just have the manpower, if you have the stubbornness, and if you just don't think about things too much, everything can be done in a perfect way. I really hope a lot of these tips will make you a better builder and also just widen up your experience with Planet Coaster itself. Let us try building something step by step. This build you're about to see is inspired by the iconic fountain at Tivoli Gardens. Picture a fenced area resembling a delicate flower shape, adorned with versatile hedges. These hedges, which is being off-grid, offer boundless possibilities. First, you begin by enclosing the area with a decorative fence. Next, you construct a small wall and incorporate an in-game fountain basin, complete with elegant water jets. As you also see in a lot of other theme parks, they have a lot of these flower beds that are strategically placed around in the park. These always work as well as a little filler inside of some of your gaps or next to a building and stuff like that. With these flower beds, you can kind of like control the guest flow as well by where you want them to go. And instead of just placing a random square building or some foliage, doing a flower bed like this actually elevates the area and the depth of your theme park. So I can highly recommend using this sort of stuff and to get more depth and scenery into your park. And there you have it, fellow park creators. We've explored some incredible techniques to elevate your Planet Coaster designs. Remember, the key to creating immersive experience lies in attention to detail and creativity. Whether you're designing a bustling theme park or a tranquil nature reserve, every element contributes to the overall atmosphere and guest experience. If you enjoyed today's tutorial and video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more content. But our adventure doesn't end here. I encourage you to continue exploring, experimenting, and pushing the boundaries of park design. Share your creations with the community. My link is down below to join our Discord. Seek inspiration from fellow creators. Together, we can all continue to create parks that captivate, inspire, and delight our guests from around the world. Until next time, happy building, and may your parks be filled with joy, wonder, and endless adventure. Thank you all once again. I'll see you in my next video. Take care, everyone.